Hey, it's Hannah here with Tip 12, the second last tip in our disaster recovery marketing series, and today I'm going to talk about putting together all of the tips that we've discussed so far and bringing it all into an actionable marketing plan. I know that we have covered a lot of ground in the last couple of weeks, and we hope that by now you are feeling energized and motivated. We're sure that your to-do list is growing, and the last thing that we want you to do now is to lose momentum. So the best thing you can do is focus your energy into a realistic plan. What I'm going to suggest you do is set aside a couple of hours next week to sketch out a 3-month marketing plan for your business that incorporates all of the advice that we've been discussing. I'm suggesting that you do it next week because we will be covering even more information in our free online workshop this Friday, so I recommend attending that workshop first so that you can incorporate all of it into your recovery practices. Plus, we will be providing attendees with a downloadable 3-month planner for you to use to map out your next steps. In the meantime, however, you can start thinking about how you might take our suggestions and make them your own. So start prioritizing your storytelling and other activities and figuring out when it might work best for you to take which actions. For example, you might want to think about what blogs you're going to write for the next couple of months. If you haven't written one about your experience of the bushfires yet, then that should be your priority. So include your story and talk about the status of your business and how the region is faring more broadly. Then next month in March, you might like to write about something that's happened in the community since the bushfires, or you could talk about the recovery effort. Or you could focus on something else entirely. You could promote a festival that's coming up or a new collaboration that you're doing with another local business. And then at the start of April, you might like to write about what happens in your area during Easter and what visitors can expect if they book with you for that long weekend. The planner that we're providing will also give you prompts for social media posts so that you can plan those out as well. In terms of frequency, you really need to think about what's feasible for you. We usually suggest that businesses post 4 times per week on their main social media channels and write 1 blog post per month. Some operators have the time and resources to post daily, which is great and works really well for some people. But if this seems really out of reach for you, that's fine. Just start with something that you can maintain. 2 posts per week is fine. That's way better than no posts per week. So it's really important to plan out your marketing activities in order to stay consistent. That's the key here. It's easy to have a short burst of motivation or inspiration and then get caught up in all of the other responsibilities that come with running a business. So writing a plan will help you space out your posts and activities in a way that's manageable for you so that you're not left scrambling for ideas at the last minute when you realise that you haven't posted in 2 weeks. Planning will also help you to see what's coming up ahead and get prepared. So for example, if you sit down and look at a calendar, you can see all the special events and occasions that are coming up. Easter weekend is a good example, so think about what's coming up in the next months that would normally draw visitors to your region, and start creating material that is relevant to those events and to your visitors so that when they are looking that up and looking up your region, you will pop up and you will get more exposure. So start thinking about what tips you haven't incorporated into your marketing activities yet, and think about when it would work best for your situation to do so. Obviously that'll depend a lot on whether you're temporarily closed or if you're still in recovery, or if it's all business as usual. Your actions are going to vary depending on that. And then on Friday, when we provide the downloadable planner, you can start really getting into a little bit more detail and mapping out your activities for the coming months in a way that works for you. And that's it for today's tip. We'll be back tomorrow with the final tip of the series before we present the Road to Recovery workshop on Friday. If you haven't registered for that yet, please do. You'll find the registration link on our website. Thanks everyone. Bye.